Let's talk about happiness today. This is a topic that most of us have been speaking up for years, but we never realize that the word happiness has so many myths surrounding it. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about what are those myths that we surround ourselves with when it comes to happiness. No matter where you fall on the happiness scale or depression scale, you're very happy, you're occasionally happy, or even if you're rarely happy, you will learn how to apply to your own strengths and weaknesses the happiness enhancer strategies that you learn in life, so that you make yourself permanently happier and more fulfilled. But before you start incorporating these strategies in your life, let's dispel what all myths we surround ourselves with about happiness. One of the greatest obstacles to attaining happiness and being really happy is that most of our beliefs about what makes us happy are in fact wrong. They're all erroneous. Yet they have been drilled into us by our peers, our families, our role models, and being reinforced by the stories and images ever present into our culture. Many of these presumed sources of happiness, they are so intuitive and so commonsensical that all of us, even those happiness researchers, so to speak, they are likely to fall under their spell, which is really sad, guys. So let's speak about the 3 important myths about happiness. Myth number 1 is happiness must be found. And this myth means that happiness is something that you must find, which is out there somewhere. It's a place just beyond our reach. We could get there, of course, yes, but only if right things happen to us, which means, for generally speaking, it could be like marrying our true loves, purchase those elegant homes, or to get that dream job that you always aspired to get. So how about not being that person who is waiting for either this or that or the other thing to happen before you can really be happy? Do you remember when you were a little child and you always thought that you can't wait to grow up to be happy? It's always that if you're not happy today, you will not be happy tomorrow unless you take the things into your hands and you take action. Research says that 40% of our happiness is determined by intentional activity. So let's appreciate this impact that we can make on our own life through intentional habits and actions, so that we can really remake ourselves into happy people. How does that sound? Happiness is not out there for us to find, guys. The reason that it's not out there is because it's inside us. As cliched as it may sound, happiness more than anything is a state of mind. It's a way of perceiving and approaching ourselves in a world where we reside. So if you want to be happy tomorrow or day after or for the rest of your life, you can do it by choosing to change and manage your state of mind. It's all about your psychology. Myth number 2 is that happiness lies in changing our circumstances. Another big notion is that only if something about the circumstances of our life will change, then we'll be happy. This kind of thinking is what you call, I would be happy if ... or I would be happy when ... And this logic is shared by some of us who remember, you remember those periods in your life where you experienced real happiness, and we think that you could never recapture the exact circumstances that brought you that happiness. Maybe for some of you, it may be those college years, as is for most of us, or when you fell in love for the first time, or when your child was born and was a little baby, or when you lived in a particular place. The reality is that the elements that determined your happiness in the past, once upon a time, they can make for the future happiness. These reasons are with you right now, with you, just waiting to be taken advantage of. So anything in your life circumstance, no matter how positive, will actually have very little bearing on our well-being, and that's the fact. Myth number 3, you either have the happiness or you don't. So this notion that so many of us carry, that we are either born happy or unhappy. This is totally false, because so many of people, they believe that our unhappiness runs in the family, it's genetic, and there's nothing really that you can do about it. On the contrary, growing research in psychology demonstrates that persuasively we can overcome our genetic programming. And how do we do that? By choosing to be happy. So what do you choose, guys? Do you choose happiness over your circumstances, over your genetic programming, over your limiting beliefs? Or do you choose to live and continue living in the 3 happiness myths that we just spoke about? Choosing happiness is choosing freedom. It's reclaiming the power in our own selves. So by all means, let's choose happiness. Guys, I believe success in life is all about success in all 3 areas of your life. Your mind, body and soul, so that we can level up to win. And to help you to level up to win in all areas of your life, be it your relationships, your career, your finances, your health, your spirituality, your community, we are coming up with a 6-day free challenge called Level Up to Win Challenge. This challenge is absolutely free. You can join in. You can invite your friends and family to join in. It'll be like one thing for you to take action every single day. This is something which will help you push into the action zone. So if you've always been wondering why my life is not moving the way I want it to move, why am I not living to my full potential, what's stopping me, how do I get out of this, then this challenge is for you. To become a part of this challenge, join the Facebook group called Level Up to Win Challenge, because it's all happening inside the Facebook group, and we'll see you live in the challenge. The challenge begins on 23rd October. So together, guys, all of us together, let's level up.